Okay, so I have a few pickups for the week. I've also graded a couple of pretty big cards. I had some interesting happenings with my PSA order. Also won a contest on Instagram. I won a pretty big card there too. It's been pretty awesome lately, I can't lie. Let's jump right into what I got. I'll try to separate all this stuff, but first up, I just had a mail day. I grabbed this Bobby Orr 1975 All-Star card. That was like an eBay purchase. Um, Went to the Pinery Market in Grand Bend on the weekend. And there was a couple card vendors. I picked up three things there. I grabbed one modern card, a Jose Bautista 2016 Bowman Chrome orange refractor. These are numbered to 25. This one I paid like $10. Pretty classic Bautista pose there. This was pretty cool. Norm Allman's second year card. This one was like $5. And then this is cool. I'm probably going to open this up on the channel. 84, 85 O-Pee-Chee pack. I think it's Dennis Potvin on the back. You can kind of see the All-Star. This guy gave me this pack for like $30. So pick that up. I also have I want to kind of open a couple older packs. I have this 81 O-Pee-Chee baseball pack I'm going to open as well. Also picked up this wrapper a while ago. I don't know if I showed it in my last video. It's a 1951 Topps wrapper. Got that pretty cheap at a show recently. Went back to the guy that had all the pre-war cards before he sold them all out. Sold them all out, I guess. They're all gone now, but I picked up a few more. First off, he had this as well. It's a pretty rough shape Sawchuck card. 61, 62. One of my favorite looking cards, though. So for the pre-war, I grabbed another 5 or 6 of these. We have more Hamilton Gum, Lorne Shabbat. This one was a beater, but price was right. I figured I'd regret not buying these. I mean, you don't get the opportunity to grab these, especially the prices were way below market value. So, Ebby Goodfellow, following suit with the rest of this collection. There's like a name on the back, a stamp, some minor paper loss. And then some more 33 O-Pee-Chee cards. Frank Finnegan, this is the orange. I think these all came in the orange, the blue, I believe, the green, and the red. I have one of the red ones right here. Ottawa Senators, Bill Toohey, maybe? Stamp on the back as well. Frank Finnegan, also from the Ottawa Senators. And then a couple Hall of Famers have Oriel Joliot. I think he has a Hart Trophy. This one again, stamped. I still might grade the Hall of Famers just to have them preserved. Nell Stewart. Now this guy, I did a little bit of a research. He had the most goals before Rocket Richard broke the record. I believe there was a 30 or 35 goal season that he had in like 25 or 30 games really early on. I can't remember the exact numbers, but this was the guy that was scoring goals like crazy before Rocket Richard. This one does not have a stamp either, which it's still going to be like a lower grade card, but pretty cool. So yeah, oh, also from that same vendor, friend of mine that I actually know too, he had the ticket that I got from him, the Summit Series ticket, and he also had Blue Jays tickets from 1977. So I went and looked, and he had 2 opening game tickets. Now these are general admission. From the very first game in Blue Jays history. These are in really good shape. I'm gonna actually get these slabbed along with that Summit Series ticket. So yeah, $2 for the North Grandstand. These ones also, cool thing is they're 313 and 314. 3013 and 3014. So I was on my Instagram browsing and I saw a post from KSA West. They had 3 cards and it was a Lafleur rookie, an 84 Gretzky, and I can't remember the other card. And the post was, which one of these cards would you like to win? So of course I picked the Lafleur. And like a day later, they sent me a message, hey, you won the Lafleur. And I was like, is this for real? Sure enough, here it is. So yeah, shout out to KSA West. I will say, pretty fair grade, 4.5. Good eye appeal card here. I usually use PSA, obviously, but there's a time and a place where I will use KSA, and we'll see that in a minute. The new slab does feel cool. I like it. It feels kind of like an SGC slab. I really like the new slab. So yeah, really happy to add that one. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I have another Lafleur coming back from PSA. So we'll see which one of those I keep. So speaking of PSA, at the April show I sent, I can't even remember the number of cards, somewhere around 20 cards. One of them was an Orr rookie card. And I got a note from them a couple months ago saying, like there was an invoice for one card, but there was no charge because it was min-sized. And they sent it back. And I was fearing that it was either the Gretzky rookie for my friend or my Orr rookie, because they tend to, they're really crazy with the big cards, I noticed, like for the min-size or any other problems. Anyway, sure enough, it's the Orr min size. So I measured the card up to other cards from the same year. It seems the same to me, I think. So when they say min size, it would say trimmed, evidence of trimming. So that was good. And also good news that it was actually authentic. So I know that too. Yeah, I measured the card up to other cards. It seemed fine. I don't know. Maybe it's a hair off. I don't know. Miscut from the factory. I think personally they should just slab it. So I did not put min grade. So you have to send it with min grade authentic as a little note if you want them to put it as authentic. But so I took it to KSA, who local to me. Got it slabbed up right on the spot, and it got a 1, which is fine. It's got an amazing eye appeal for a 1. It's got a crease there. It's got another wrinkle somewhere and a little bit of a paper issue. And on the back, there's like a little spot there on the corner where it's been kind of rubbed off. It was probably glue. You can faintly see kind of like glue. So I don't generally complain about grading or PSA. I just noticed like lately they've been scrutinizing a lot of these cards very heavily. The issue I have is min size. You'll see cards that got a 1 from PSA that look, not all 1s are created equal. Let's just say that. You'll see some 1s that are absolutely trashed. And they'll have like basically the corners almost cut off, right? Like rounded to the point where they're like missing. Like, doesn't that constitute min size? I don't know. Anyway, this one here, I had put it in a 1-touch as well, and it fits nice and snug in the 1-touch. I thought it was fine, but happy to have it in this holder regardless. Looks pretty good. It is what it is. So yeah, it's fairly nicely centered. So we'll add that to the PC, of course. I may upgrade at some point. And then while I was there, I brought this one. I didn't notice any PSA copies online that have the missing it's like a stand-up card where you would fold that missing piece down and the card would just kind of stand like this with the folded piece on the bottom. So there's a lot of cards out there like this that are folded or they're ripped off or whatever. So yeah, I knew KSA would put at least an authentic on this, so I did this one at the same time as the ore. The guy gave me a pretty good price on it, so happy to add that legendary card to the PC as well. So yeah, pretty epic month for me, waiting for those, crossing my fingers with those 2 Babe Ruth cards coming back from PSA, as well as the Gretzky rookie that I sent in. I think that Gretzky rookie was in a screw down, but it wasn't one of the super tight ones. So, you know, sometimes they'll call that altered as well if it's been pinched. So we'll see. Those should be back in a couple weeks because I did the Express. Agonizingly long time for the rest of my cards. I learned, the PSA guy actually called me about this ore card, and I asked some questions. So if you're sending cards in, the vintage cards go to California, and I think he said the modern cards go to New Jersey. So if you send in, this is through PSA Canada that I've been sending them in, like their PSA, like their PSA owns that company. So I heard the autograph authentication for vintage cards is agonizingly slow as well. We're talking like five months or something. So yeah, that's what happens. They send the vintage cards to California and the modern cards go to New Jersey, from what I heard. So I have a submission coming up as well. I'll do a preview. I got about 20 plus cards plus a few tickets. I'll do that in the next week or so. I'm just kind of gathering a few more last minute ideas as to what I'm going to put in the submission, or maybe a few last minute finds. So, all right. Appreciate everybody watching. Stay tuned for this pack opening soon. When I hit 800 subs, 900 subs, and 1,000, I'll do those giveaways. Thanks for watching.